Peace everybody, how you doing? This is Augustus King coming back at you with another video. And I want to speak my thoughts on the situation. What I'm talking about. I want to speak my thoughts on this beef taking place. The beef between Tariq Nasheed and Umar Johnson. First and foremost, let me speak about Umar. He's a doctor. Yeah, I see his degree. He has a degree. Dr. Umar Johnson. And he speak about I don't hear Dr. Umar Johnson as well. I don't listen to him too much, but he sounds like when he speaks, it sounds not just intelligent, but a little bit of wisdom. He speaks wisdom, and he speaks it can be truth and opinions. Sometimes, most of the time when I hear him on Facebook, he speaks a little bit of truth and facts, but most I hear him speaking about his opinion. And when I listen to him, when I say like building unity, like building school for the youth, for the young youth, building a school for the children, and that's real good. That's real good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. I mean, I like to see lots of people. I like to see our nations of people building unity, having our own corporation. I mean, our own banks, our own business, our own stores, our own markets, our own bosses, our own general managers, our own employees, our own supervisors. I mean, like building our own unit. I mean, and I'm down with that straight up. I mean, I'm willing to help with that. I'm willing to help and donate to the people, because that's what I like to see. Us as a nation building outside the so-called white race, outside of the European, because there's many places out there, in the deserts, in the forests, in the woods. We can take all that down and build our own cities, our own markets, our own malls, our own schools, our own hospitals, all that type of stuff. So when I hear Dr. Umar Johnson, he speaks about the unity. He speaks unity and he speaks truth. And but one thing I hear, building a school. That's real good. That's real good. Building a school. But first, he needs to take care. What about his responsibility? He has a responsibility. He hasn't seen or here for 6 years. He hasn't been taken care of for 6 years. So Dr. Umar Johnson, there's certain things. I'm not gonna speak too much about the man's business and none of that. But I just like his stance, Dr. Umar Johnson. I just like his stance. But I wonder did he go to court, because I hear his license was suspended or something. So I don't know the whole story. I really don't know the whole story. But like I said, he needs to take care of his responsibility before talking about building any schools. Because remember one thing: your responsibilities when I talk about your responsibility, your daughter comes first before any other child. Any other child, your daughter comes first before you open up. Before you open up any unity, any school programs for other for other children. Your own child comes first, and that's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. It's no facts. That's the bottom line. That's the real deal. Your child comes first before any other else. Never put nothing else before your kid, because your birth, the one you produce, that comes first. Okay, so that's my sayings on Dr. Umar Johnson. Now Tariq Nasheed, I do not how I heard about Tariq Nasheed. I heard about Tariq Nasheed through Tommy Sotomayor, because that's when Tommy Sotomayor and Tariq Nasheed were beefing. But I do not listen to Tariq Nasheed at all. I don't listen to him. I don't view neither of his videos, because how can you talk about unity? How can you speak for the people? How could you build and not just build? How could you be a pro-black when you're talking about another so-called black person skin tone complexion? And he's only as an excuse. The reason why he calls him that crispy all the damn time, because he's dry and ashy. But why would you even look at a man's body? That's number one. And what I see in Tariq Nasheed, he's really immature. I look at him I mean, he's immature. That's all I can say about Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed he's really immature. Because what about that stuff with him and Tommy, when him and Vlad got together and set up Tommy Sotomayor? It could have been any way. It could have been any way they could have squashed their beef. Any way they could have squashed their beef. But the reason why people like Tariq Nasheed hates Tommy Sotomayor, because neither of these other so-called pro-blacks or wannabe pro-blacks don't like his videos. And how can I see why? And they don't like the fact that Tommy Sotomayor talking shit about black women, but they calling the sisters BICTHs. And you know what I'm saying? And that says bitches. They call the sisters bitches. So as a matter of fact, the way they could have squashed this, they could have meet up in person, but instead of joining up with Vlad, getting with Vlad, we'll bring Tommy here and doing a stupid ass prank, because I can see Vlad was well. I'm not gonna speak much about that. But Tariq Nasheed, he's really. I view him as a mature. He's really mature, and I think he got to. I have nothing to say about Tariq Nasheed. Really don't. So with that being said, this is my only thoughts. This is my thoughts about Dr. Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed. Now, the beef, I don't know what's the beef about, but until this, just stop talking about one another. And Dr. Umar Johnson, he needs to take care of his responsibility, and Tariq Nasheed, he needs to grow up to be a man and be an adult and act like an adult. So with that being said, this is Augustus King coming back at you. Peace, bless to you all, bless to the viewers, and bless to the family. So with that being said, I say Hotep, Shalom, Islam. Because at the end of the day, me as a human being, we will all have our own opinions. Tommy Sotomayor has his own opinions, but this video is not about him. Dr. Umar has his opinions, Tariq has his own opinion, and me as a human, I will always have my own opinions. Ja.